Okay, making my veggies, carrots, celery, bell pepper, onions. Make my onions translucent. The chicken is already ready, and then I'll make a roux. The only thing I put in for seasoning, slap your mama, garlic powder, onion powder, a little bit of garlic salt, and pepper. And in the pot, there is the chicken cooked. Bay leaves are in it, and also thyme. Okay, so they're almost translucent, just a little bit further. And then I got 4 tablespoons of flour, and I'll add that to make the roux slowly. And then I'll take some broth and mix it with this, from the broth in the container and some from the broth that comes from the bone broth from the chicken that's cooking. This is going on my YouTube channel. So I slowly add the flour, one at a time. And you make it really thick until it's almost chalky. And then I'm going to turn the fire down to 4. I don't normally cook on electric, but this is the electric stove. And then after it gets chalky is when you add the broth, once it gets really thick. So that's 2. It's getting there. I'm just going to pour it in because it's easier for me. That's about 3. It's getting to where I want it. I want it to be thick and pasty. I'm started already. You can watch the video. And that's the last of it.
This was so long, Miss Russ. Hello, ma'am. How you doing? How you doing? Fine. How you doing, mama? Glad to meet you there. Miss Louise. Miss Louise. That's Mrs. Riley. He can work at the PA. Military man or retired veteran at the PA. How you doing, Miss Louise?
Hey, Rodney.
Hey, look here.
How you doing?
He's a good man. He's a good man. Let me
That's the last of it.
Your food table, huh? You know I had a food table, man.
You didn't see that food table last time you came? Okay, so that's almost where I want it, but I want it a little bit thicker. Once it's thickest, then I'll add my okay, so I'm going to add some slap your mama. I'm going to add some
you asked me to call, hey, put your cousin in there.
onion powder.
I'm the one she's trying to show me how to do.
How to make it for my cousin. He like chicken and dumplings.
I love it. Mama know that. My mama, she know that. She's like my sister, and she's doing what she's doing, trying to show me. I'm sorry I wasn't attentive to her mission.
Open that for me.
Yeah.
And that was the onion powder. I'm gonna put some garlic powder. You want it to get thick, just like this. And then I'm gonna turn it down a little bit, and then I'm gonna add some of the broth that I have left in this broth, and then I'm gonna add some more from the chicken that's cooking, and then I'll pour it on over to the pot, and I also add heavy cream. Which one is that? The garlic powder? Okay, so then I'm gonna add some. That's the light she gave me, garlic powder, you guys. And then that's it. And then I will be adding in my broth. And that's that. Let me see. Okay, now I'm going to add my broth. Some of the broth I mix it with water. Oh no, I got chicken broth in the pot. From the real chicken with the bone. That's what I like, the bone marrow. And that's it. I'm making my roux, you guys. And that's how you make the roux. And then you have to, I'm going to add more water and stock. And that's it. And then I'll add it into my pot with my chicken. And I will add my cream. And that's it. So it's done. Turn that off. One more time. Okay, so I'm dropping in the dumplings. Roll the point. So I make them about that size, and I drop them in different. I make sure I don't drop them in the same spot. I'm dropping them all into. Whoop, that was on the floor. Well, I'll throw that away. And I'm just making. When you put the dumplings in, see they're starting to rise up. You don't want to drop in the same spot because you don't want them to. You don't want them to stick, and you want them to be all over the pot. So you drop them in different little spots. And that's it. And then I'm going to turn this down some.
See that one blowing up though?
Turn it down to 5.
Okay.
And then I'm going to let it cook. I'm going to turn it down to like 3. And I'm going to let it cook slow. And for another 30 minutes till the dumplings get ready.
To start simmering, yeah.
I did them in different sizes.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm doing this, and some of them are a little bit smaller than others. And that's it. And that is the end of the video, you guys. And that is how you make chicken and dumplings. The only thing I did to make the dumplings, I put flour. You can put 1 cup of flour to a half a cup of, I use heavy cream, but you can also use water. You can use heavy cream or water. It has to be cold. And you can put a dash of salt if you want. I didn't put any salt because we don't want to do a lot of salt. And I have plenty enough herbs and salt in the dish. And that's it. And that's the end of it, you guys. So you guys enjoy. And that is how you make chicken and dumplings.
Southern
from
style.
Scratch.
Southern style. Straight out of Mobile. Thank you.